Welcome to the Bottle Poppin' Podcast, where Meg and Heather share their love for oils, friendship, and entrepreneurship. Let's get it poppin'.
Hi there, this is Meg.
Hi, this is Heather.
And we are the Bottle Poppin' Podcast. So Heather, what are we popping open today?
We are popping open one of my husband and I's favorites. This is Copaiba, and we both use this one all the time. We basically have a bottle in every space that we keep our oils. I usually have this one in my purse with me. I love this oil.
I love this oil too, but I don't use it that often. So I'm curious to hear, how do you use it most often?
To me, this one is so relaxing. I feel like I came into your and I's conversation this morning a little bit stressed out and just kind of a little bit melancholy, I guess, was the best word that I was feeling this morning. And I'm curious if you take a second to look up melancholy in your app, what if Copaiba is on the list of there, because I will say in the, hour or so that you and I have been talking, I've been kind of just smelling this one, and I've applied it topically. I've taken it internally, and I feel good right now.
I love that. Okay, I'm looking up. So the app Heather's referring to is Essential Emotions app. So there's a book, but then there's also an app. And of the essential oil apps, this is by far my favorite.
So the taste of this one, while you're looking that up, I feel like it's very soft. I don't know how you would describe this one, but I feel it tastes a little herbal, I guess, is the best word. But at the same time, it's very soft is the only word that I can kind of come up with it. It feels grounding to me. That's not necessarily a word that I come across a lot on doTERRA's website, which, by the way, I'm having Meg look up in the book for a particular word, or in the app. But this oil is for so many things and so many things that we can't say. So you definitely want a book for this oil.
Yeah, you really do. And just as a reminder, if you don't have a reference book, you definitely want one, because most of the information about essential oils, most of the accurate information about essential oils has been pulled off websites. So there's a lot of stuff we can't say online, which is why we can't say it on the podcast either, but the reference books have really good information. If you're curious about what reference book would be best for you, we have a free tool for you. The link is in the bio, but check out our essential oil matchmaker tool, and it will help you figure out which of the good quality reference books is best for you.
So what'd you come up with? Was this under melancholy or no?
So melancholy is in the app and in the book, but no, this wasn't one of the oils recommended for it. So.
Okay. Oh, well, that's okay. That was the word that I would use this morning, and this oil is doing wonders for me right now. So I would say it's good. I tend to use this one mostly for stress relief as one way. Like I said, I really like the smell of it. It's soft and subtle. There's not anything sharp or loud to it. It just is soft to me. I really like the taste of this one. Again, super soft. So I will just take a couple drops and put it under my tongue. I will press it to the roof of my mouth, and it's, again, subtle. It doesn't necessarily taste like anything in particular to me.
It tastes like wood to me.
Okay.
It's subtle, I can sense that. I would say wood.
It's that grounded, earthy flavor, scent, taste. I don't know, but it doesn't smell like other wood oils either.
Yeah.
If I have any sort of head tension, I will just apply it directly to the top of my head. This one does have anti-inflammatory properties, so it works great for topical application on any sort of joint or muscle issue in my mind. My daughter was using it this morning. She's under the weather, and so she's been using it on her forehead, but she's also been just kind of using it as immune support. This one is good for almost every body system that we have.
Yeah, so whenever I hear Copaiba, I think about weed, which is interesting. But if you think about weed and everything that it does,
let's say marijuana, because if somebody's listening from a different country, weed might mean something totally different to them.
Okay, yeah, good point. Yeah, so marijuana. But if you think about marijuana from a medicinal standpoint, there are tons of things that marijuana can do. I'm not going to list them off right here because that's plant medicine. We can't talk about that online.
And that's not our specialty.
No, and it's definitely not our specialty. But you do hear all kinds of things it can do from a medicinal standpoint. And Copaiba is kind of the same thing, but totally different plant. It actually comes from the sap of a tree in the Amazon. And if you are interested in sourcing, Copaiba has a really cool sourcing video on YouTube as well. So go check out doTERRA's Copaiba sourcing, and you'll see a really beautiful but interesting video about that on YouTube.
And the way that they have partnered with the farmers that legitimately care for these trees too, because I'm guessing that there's other Copaibas out there that are not taken care of the same way. But yes, this is one of my favorite sourcing stories too. It's a beautiful story. So definitely agree with that part.
Yeah. But going back to the marijuana comparison, it's not going to give you a high. And so we were talking about this right before we hit record, but Heather, will you explain the CB receptor thing?
I'm going to explain it in very loose terms because it is very sciencey. And so Dr. Hill through doTERRA has actually done quite a few talks on the difference between Copaiba and those same receptors that are found in THC marijuana. And so you can probably look that up too and hear something more sciencey if that's what you're looking for. But basically the marijuana THC deals with the CB1 receptors in the body and the way it interacts versus the Copaiba deals with the CB2 receptors. So it does pretty much all of the same things except give the psychoactive cannabinoids, which are what gives those neuro changes. So again, this affects every system in our body. It's a powerful antioxidant. It influences multiple signaling pathways to promote healthy liver, digestive, kidney, heart, brain function. This one really does it all. I can't go wrong by using this oil internally.
Yeah. Yeah, and I definitely, I know you just said internal use and it works for this, but I tend to reach for this for more aches and pains in the body.
Yeah.
And just massaging it in for that. It smells good, so soothing, and just really works fast at helping that as well.
Yes, and they also say that this is great for skin and complexion. So this is one of the oils that is in my serum, just for the sake of daily use like that. They've added Copaiba to the Deep Blue Stick, which was nice just to kind of have that additional thing too. And then Copaiba itself comes as a 15 ml. It comes as a roller bottle. And then there's also soft gels, which I like the internal flavor of this. And it's super easy to just kind of take a drop or two directly. But I think the soft gels is probably 2+ drops. And so if I just want the convenience of taking a quick soft gel, I'll do the Copaiba soft gel too, which again works great for internal inflammation and aches and pains. So to me, that's just another quick systemic solution.
Yeah, and I often recommend for clients with high inflammation, just take a soft gel every day, or if you don't mind the taste, add it to a drop to water or something like that. But it can really help just for every day reducing inflammation.
Feel like it was, I don't know, it wasn't an adrenal cocktail. I forget what it was, but it was like this evening cocktail that this person had recommended, and she was using MetaPower, and then so making it with the water and then adding a splash of orange juice and a drop of Copaiba. Oh my goodness. It was so good. So, and then I think you just put ice or something with it. It was so good. I do that every now and then if I just want a special drink, a non-alcoholic special drink. It feels like an easy thing, and I'm doing it for my health.
Interesting. Well, I wouldn't have thought that flavor combo, but I feel like this would taste really good in hot chocolate too. So if
interesting.
you could do a good quality hot chocolate, this could be a really nice evening snack as well.
I like it.
Also support sleep. So
yes, exactly. It's relaxing. So that would work great for that too.
Well, I'm sure you can tell we're fans of this oil. If you don't have Copaiba, get it. You will use it for so many different things, especially if you have a reference book to know how to use it for all the different things. But huge fans of this oil.
Yes, totally agree. This is one that you can use so many ways. So it is definitely worth having if you don't have it already. And hopefully you learned a new way to use it today if you do already have it.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm out of the Copaiba soft gels right now, and it's on my shopping list. And as you're talking, I'm like, why am I buying that? I don't mind the taste of this. So yeah, I learned something new today, or relearned something new today. All right. Well, thanks so much for listening. We will have a brand new episode for you next week.
Thanks for tuning in. For more information, you can follow these bottle poppin' ladies at bottlepoppinpodcast.com. Tune in next week to learn about what bottle we're poppin'. Until next time, take care. These statements have not been evaluated by the Food and Drug Administration. This podcast is not intended to treat, diagnose, cure, or prevent any disease.